Imagine you go into a Google Sheet and you want to find out what your competitor is doing and you want to look up where their online mentions are. So you enter their name, you enter their website domain, and all of a sudden on Google Sheets, you see everywhere they're listed from Yelp to their Instagram page. You see all of this information so you can develop a competitive edge. Well, I've built that tool for free, and I'm going to show you how to use this free brand monitoring tool for completely free. So let's jump into it. All right. So as you can see, here's the spreadsheet. The way you get this spreadsheet, super easy. You go across, there'll be a link down below, or you go to ronaldosborne.org, like you can see down below. You go there, you go to the brand monitoring tool, and you get this. Now, this uses an API. Okay, so an API call, don't stress if you're sitting there going, I'm not technical. Neither am I. I'm not a programmer by background. You get it. All you do is you follow another video that I've made. I'll also link that down below to get an API. It'll literally take you 2 minutes, and it's going to cost you nothing. Google gives you free $200 every single month, so don't stress about the cost. It's completely free. You get up to 500 results with this spreadsheet, so you can spy on your competitors and look at absolutely everything with this brand monitoring tool. Now, all you'll need to do once you have that data, you go to the config file and you put in the information there. Super easy. Paste it into the cells. But again, you'll watch that later on. Right now, I'm going to show you how this spreadsheet works. Very easy. You go brand monitoring. You go straight to the start brand monitor. Now it's going to run. And you can see the output I've already got behind me. All you need to do is go across, grab the website that you want to look at, paste the website in. Now, make sure that you're deleting all of the HTTPS, deleting all of that. You're deleting all of the forward slashes. It should just be the domain, .com, .org, whatever it may be, .com.au if you're in Australia, whatever it may be. And then you want the business's name. It's very important that you get the actual business name and not like a variation of the business. So as an example with Ronald Osborne, if you were to do Ronald Osborne coaching, that's a variation compared to just Ronald Osborne. So you want to make sure that you're sticking with what's relevant to the business. And a good way of finding that out is coming into their about pages or their why pages, as you can see here, and you can look at their information because you don't want to have, they're going to have variations, TNS roofing as an example. So we're grabbing TNS roofing. We're going to the target brand. So you can see that I put in the target brand company name here. That's where I'm putting that information in right there. Super simple, super easy. I put that information in there, no worries. Now, you can do 100, 200, 300, 500 results. Typically speaking, the average company that's online, you're going to see maybe 100 results because this pulls in things that are relevant to you. It filters out a lot of the noise. So what we're going to do is we're going to run it, and then I'm going to explain some pros and cons while it's running. I'm going to go 200 just for argument's sake. And behind me, there's a little pop-up. Once you click the button, it starts saying we're conducting a search. So it conducts several different searches. And the reason for this is I built it in a way that looks at social profiles, that looks at different directory listings, and looks at industry specific listings. So again, if you're a roofer, you know that to get listed on the Gaff Roofing website is stock standard. You should be getting listed there. The reason you should be getting a listing there is because Gaff's the one that supplies a lot of the material. So why wouldn't a roofer that's credible be listed on that? And if you're a roofer starting out and you're trying to analyze where your competitor has brand mentions so you can build the same power on the online space, then you want to be building something on Gaff. So right now we're up to the 7 of the 11 searches to be conducted. So it's still running away. It's still running away. As you can see, it's going to take a couple of minutes, but it's very easy to use. Now, whilst this is running, I'll explain the pros and the cons of using this sheet. The pro is this is free. Straight up, this is free. Even if you're to use it as extensively as I do, it's going to maybe cost you $1.50. Oh no, but we're talking about analyzing thousands and thousands and thousands of competitors. Like it's completely free. All you need to do is get that API. And now understanding and interpreting these results from the free brand monitoring tool, very easy. So what I'll do is I'll zoom in a little bit onto the sheet. So we've got the rank, we've got the brand, we've got the title. So it pulls in the title that has been pulled from the actual page. Then we've got the URL too. So as an example, if I go across to here, it's opening up the main listing for their Yelp page. So TNS Roofing, here's their main listing page, okay? Their main category page on Yelp. You can see this information here. Now, if we also scroll across, you can just see I've set it up so you'll just see the domain. Now, the reason I've set this up is so you can set up a bit of a filter because you'll notice that there's multiple listings sometimes, which isn't great. But if you want a tool that's free, you do sometimes get some duplicates. Just how it is, but you still get to easily filter it out. That's why I built these two columns as well. You can come down to the type where you can see the type over here and you can actually see this information. It says social media. So you know it's something from social media because you can see it's Instagram, a review site, which is Yelp. Okay. Other. Now, this could be, as an example, roofingcontractor.com. That could be industry specific as well. We've got GAF. So that's an industry specific one. You can see over here too, a score. Now, why have I given things a score? Because, like I said, if you can try and make the work easier when you're looking for brand monitoring and you're comparing this with competitors, anything that's basically green, you want to go out there and build. And honestly, a lot of these you should be building anyway. Even as you can see, there's an X profile, but you want to make sure that you're looking at what your competitors have done. Now, if we scroll across, I'll give you a couple of examples, especially on the Yelp stuff. So sometimes what will happen is it will pull in a couple of Yelp listings or LinkedIn listings. So, and the reason for this is because if they've put up a page, or like when you go onto Yelp, especially Yelp, it can pull in some duplicates. So let me just get rid of that. But if we scroll down, down, you're going to notice that there's actually competitors down here. That's what it can pull in. And that's where it does get a little bit annoying. But like I said, this is a completely free brand mentioning tool. So you can go out there and easily you've ascertained, this is just a duplicate of Facebook. It's something different. Nothing's the exact same. They're always different pages, as you can see by looking at the URL, which is exactly why I built it like this. Everything must be unique. Every one of these URLs is different, but this is how you can easily ascertain. It's like, okay, is there a YouTube channel for this? Yes, there is. And as you can see, there was like 4 or 5 videos done for this. But now you know when you're comparing the brand mentions to look at that. Now, if we come across to this over here, you'll see generate report. You can click that. And what this is going to do is it's just going to basically give you a quick summary of what's going on. How many mentions there are? There's 196. Average score is 83, so not too bad. High quality, there's 160 high quality mentions. Now, mentions by type, there's a lot of social media mentions. There's a lot of review sites, again, like your Yelps, your MapQuest directories, maps and local listings, industry specific. Their industry specific should have picked up their GAF. So industry specific should have been picked up and the roofing contractor should have been picked up. But again, as you can see, there's over 1,000 lines of code for this to run this and it's free. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like this free brand monitoring tool. Remember to get it, go to ronaldosborne.org. On my website, you're going to see the free checklist. Click on that, and that's going to take you to this page. Simply scroll down, get this, make a copy, watch my videos on how to set up the APIs. 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes, and away you go. Enjoy the free brand monitoring tool. And if you need a business coach, reach out to Ronald Osborne, and I'd be happy to help you and your organization today.